Boys, UFC Fight Night Vegas 96 just finished up. Honestly, a pretty good Fight Night card. Pretty much from start to finish. Very, very entertaining. Of course, there's a few sleepers here and there, but pretty much the entire card, very, very fun. I usually say this at the end of my videos, but you know, I literally post these matchmaking videos every single event, pay-per-view or non-pay-per-view. So if you like this type of content, subscribe with those post notifications turned on. As you can see, we have this main card here. We have every single winner, a few losers here, and we got those prelims. We're gonna run through this entire card and do some quick rare matchmaking. Starting off main event, Caio Borralho got it done over Gerald Cannonier. To be honest, I don't know how the hell Gerald survived that 5th round. He hit him with that 1-2 at the very end of the 5th round. I swear, if you look very close, the whole left side of Gerald's face just completely started to like seize up, droop down. It honestly looked like he was having like a stroke, but Borralho got it done. I'm not gonna lie, if Borralho struggles with a 40-year-old Gerald Cannonier, he's gonna have a tough time with like the champion in the top of this middleweight division. That being said, he got it done. There's a few matchups here. I'm not gonna lie, middleweight is very, very complicated right now. We have the champion DDP probably taking on Sean Strickland. To be honest, if Chimaev beats Whitaker, they'll probably do Chimaev. Maybe then we'll do Sean Strickland versus Whitaker. I don't see Borralho fighting DDP, Sean Strickland, Robert Whitaker, or Khamzat Chimaev, and that takes out a lot of the top 5 right now. So the next logical matchup, someone who hasn't fought in a hot minute, someone I think he can get it done over. Talking about Marvin Vettori, I think this is the next matchup. I think this is a very terrible matchup for Marvin Vettori. I think Borralho gets it done. Very similar to how he did in the Gerald Cannonier fight. Let's keep moving down though. Gerald Cannonier on the wrong side of that decision. There's a few people you can match him up with here, I'm not gonna lie. However, this is a matchup. This is a banger of a matchup. I low-key cooked on a lot of these fights, but this one, this is sink or swim. This is the loser of this matchup no longer gets matchups to get them back into the top anything. The loser of this fight is strictly only for building next upcoming guys. That guy's going to be Paulo Costa. This is a fire matchup. Like I said, loser of this one, their next few fights are nothing but upcoming fighters. Sink or swim for both of these guys. Let's keep moving down. Tabatha, Ricci. There's not that many people for Ricci to fight. I'm not going to lie. I matched her up with Amanda Ribas mainly because Ribas is scheduled to fight Macy Dern at the end of the year. Ricci said she wants to take some time off, go do some more training, come back next year. I think Ribas is going to lose to Mackenzie Dern. Book this one next, sometime next year. The new middleweight ultimate fighter, Ryan Loder, got it done over Robert in that first round with that nasty crucifix position. Now, when it comes to these ultimate fighter winners, you can't really matchmake them with the bottom of each division. I'm matchmaking these guys up with people, you know, who are in that middle of each division. Not the complete bottom, not the complete top, right in that middle. Ryan Loder, next matchup, Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva, decent name value. You know, he's not the biggest name, but people know who Bruno Silva is. On a very bad losing streak right now. And yeah, run this one next. Again, we can't give them like no-name guys. They're the ultimate fighter. They have to have some, not name value, but just somewhere in the rankings. Moving down, Santos got that nasty 2nd round KO over Khan. One of the best knockouts on this whole card, and for some reason he didn't get that 50k bonus, which is just criminal. But same thing with this guy. This guy matched up with not really a name value, but someone who's decently high up in the rankings, middle of the pack. I'm talking about Jamal Emmers. Fun matchup. Jamal Emmers not doing that great. Not doing that worse either, but yeah, we can't just match up these ultimate fighters with random bottom of the barrel coming on their first fight in the UFC, guys. They have to have some experience, so yeah, that's why I picked Jamal Emmers. Moving down, Michael Morales got it done with a pretty big statement win over Neil Magny. I'm not gonna lie, this is very telling to see how high this guy's career potential is. He struggled in his last few fights, came out here, made a statement against Neil Magny. I think the next matchup, this would be a banger of a next matchup. Close in the rankings, big name value, someone to keep boosting up, someone to add to Michael Morales' resume, someone who's on their way out already. Best believe they want to use this guy's name for everything, so best believe the UFC are gonna make this matchup next, because I'm talking about Vicente Luque. Luque, he's on his way out. He still has a name value. Best believe they want to use that name value and get Michael Morales to take all of Vicente Luque's fans, hype, everything around him. Let's keep moving down though. Neil Magny. I don't know what to do with Neil Magny, but then I realized I got the perfect idea. You know, I think it was last video I made on this rare matchmaking, I think I said for this guy to just straight up retire. You know, maybe I was a little bit too harsh, but if this guy can't get past Neil Magny, then he should retire. The guy I'm talking about is the Leech. Looked terrible in his last fight, looked stiff, looked old. As much as I don't want to see the Leech again for his health's sake, maybe that was just an off night, you know, maybe there's some ring rust, who knows. Let's give him Neil Magny. If he can't get past Neil Magny, I want to see him hang it up, but good fun matchup. Moving down, GM3. I knew I should have picked GM3. I'm so mad. I'm pretty sure I did decently well on predictions, but I'm so mad I didn't pick GM3. I was half debating it too. But regardless, GM3 got it done. GM3 called out Paul Craig. That's a fire matchup. Do that one next. Edmen Shahbazyan. What the hell do you do with Edmen Shahbazyan? Edmen Shahbazyan has to be one of the... I swear, there's so many low IQ fighters in the UFC. It's crazy. Like, you hurt this guy so bad to the stomach. So what do? Follow him down and ground and pound his head. Don't touch his body. You totally didn't just hurt him to the body anyway. So let's just headhunt for the rest of the round and then get submitted. Brilliant game plan for Edmen Shahbazyan. Let's match him up with someone like Eric Anders. At this point, I think Anders even beats Shahbazyan. But yeah, I don't know. I should have picked GM3. I had a feeling, but it is what it is. Let's move down. Let's go to these prelims. I cooked on these prelims as well. Prelims, we got Francis Marshall. Getting it done over Dennis. Decision win. I didn't really know who to match him up with, but this guy, same schedule. Haven't fought each other yet. I think this would be a fun matchup. I'm talking about Jekka. I think this would be a fun matchup. Very competitive too. Honestly, I could see Jekka getting this one done. But let's keep moving down. Zach, Reese finally got past the first round. Went all 3 rounds with Jose. Honestly, Jose looked... If Jose goes down in weight, keeps his durability, has that lion heart, he might be a problem. But Zachary's got done. Decision win. I think this is the next step. I think this would be a fun matchup to do next. Talking about Michel, I don't know how the hell you pronounce his last name, but this would be a fun matchup. Michel, I think, is on a few fight losing streak right now, maybe 3. Not looking too good. He's somewhat high up in that rankings, but not by a lot though. Zachary Reese isn't that far behind him. So let's bring Zachary Reese a little bit higher up the rankings. Fight Michel. Most likely, I could see Zachary Reese winning this one by submission. Let's keep moving down though. This is a good matchup that I'm going to make next. Borshchev got it done. Split decision win. I don't know how the hell you give this a split decision, but regardless, got it done over long top. Super fun matchup. Let's match him up with Michael Johnson. I think this would be a super fun matchup. A fresh matchup. You know, Michael Johnson's on his way out, you know. He's looked okay in some of his fights. I believe he's on a winning streak now, but he's coming off 2 to 3 losses. So that being said, I think this would be a super, super fun matchup. Great on the feet striking. Let's keep going down though. Jacqueline got it done. Probably one of the more boring fights. It was still fun, but it was kind of boring too. I don't know how the hell one of the judges gave it to Nunes. Crazy. One of the worst decisions I've ever seen. I pretty much predicted this fight to the T, but let's match her up with Chelsea Chandler. Chelsea Chandler, I believe, is coming off 2 wins. One is to Nunes, so I think this is a good next matchup. Fresh matchup for both these girls. Relatively close in the rankings. And yeah, one more to go to. Wang got that crazy first round KO in the first minute of their fight. Some crazy power in that women's flyweight division. Some power you literally never see, especially in women's MMA, but specifically that low in flyweight. Crazy. Let's match her up with Julia Stoliarenko. I think this would be a fun matchup. To be honest, I want to see this girl here back again next time. Let's put her on a pay-per-view. Let's put her on UFC 308. I want to see her again by the end of the year. Put her on the prelims again, but this time on a pay-per-view. Put her against Julia, and yeah, let's just keep building her knockout highlights. Because to be honest, I think she knocks out Julia as well. And yeah, that's every single fighter who won. A few losers. Let me know in the comments below. Out of all these matchups, which one would you be most excited for? Because I'm not gonna lie, the Borshchev one, insane. I would love to also see Cannonier versus Paulo Costa. That would be fun. Morales versus Luque. That would be fun too. GM3 versus Paul Craig, another fun one. Neil Magny versus the Leech. I mean, there's so many great ones. Honestly, UFC should just hire me already. But yeah, your boy's on that goal to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you have not yet, leave a like on this video and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. Yeah, boys, there's really not that much else left to say, except for I will see you guys in my next video.